This is the part 2 of a series about Atlantis. The other videos are in the playlist Atlantis. Plato describes how the Atlanteans had developed a form of energy that could be used to power machines and transportation. This energy was obtained through the use of fire crystals, which Plato describes as a substance similar to glass, but with unique properties that allowed it to store and release energy. The Atlanteans used this form of energy to power their ships, which were able to sail without wind or currents thanks to a sort of energy propulsion. Additionally, the Atlanteans also used this form of energy to power their land vehicles, which were able to move at high speeds. Plato refers to a particular material of the Atlanteans, called orichalcum, which was a material similar to bronze but much more precious and resistant. Plato states that this material was used to coat the columns and walls of temples and palaces, giving them a golden and glittering appearance. Furthermore, Plato refers to a particular flying machine, called the Chariot of Fire, which was used by the Atlanteans to explore the most remote regions of the world. This vehicle was described as a flying vehicle powered by a mystical force that could transport the Atlanteans to any part of the world in a matter of moments. Plato states that the Atlanteans had also developed an advanced form of medicine, which used herbs and plants to cure diseases. Additionally, the Atlanteans were able to use sea water to produce drinking water through a system of filtration and purification. Plato states that the Atlanteans lived in a highly structured society, with a well-defined social class system. At the top of the social pyramid were the rulers, who were chosen based on their virtues and abilities, rather than their social origin or wealth. These rulers were assisted by highly qualified public officials, who were responsible for the administration of the island. Below the rulers were the warriors, who were responsible for the defense of the island and who were trained in various forms of combat, including hand-to-hand combat and the use of weapons. These warriors were able to take control only in cases of emergency, when the rulers were unable to cope with the situations. The largest class was that of artisans and farmers, who constituted the majority of the island's population. These were considered essential for the economy and production of the island and had some freedom in their economic activities, although they were subject to regulations and controls. Plato states that the Atlanteans lived in harmony and that their society was characterized by strong cohesion and solidarity. However, this harmony was interrupted by the rise to power of corrupt and arrogant rulers, which led to the decadence of the Atlantean civilization and its tragic end. Another interesting aspect of the Atlantean civilization mentioned by Plato in the Timaeus is its end. Plato states that the island of Atlantis was hit by a series of earthquakes and floods that led to its disappearance under the waves of the sea. The catastrophe happened in a single day and night and led to the death of many Atlanteans. According to Plato, the disappearance of Atlantis was caused by the punishment of the gods, who had decided to punish the Atlanteans for their arrogance and desire for power. Plato states that the Atlanteans had sought to conquer other nations and had begun to endanger the peace and stability of the world. Thanks for watching.